I want to talk about this. This whole thing with Disney. Oh, this thing? This was started under Bob Iger. Yeah. When he was CEO. Right here, it says, and this is in the post-millennium, right here. Yeah, it says Disney funded gender identity LGBTQ curriculum in schools and has been for 20 years. GLSEN has ways that teachers can incorporate lessons on gender identity and LGBTQ advocacy and issues from the 1st through 12th grade, and Disney has been funding them for over 20 years. Fuck you, Disney, you bunch of pedophiles. Disney announced with pride their plans to fund 10 organizations that are based on advocacy and education around LGBTQ issues, especially for children and teens. Fuck you. That's why I don't put your kids in school. Among these groups receiving funding is, I think it's Gleason, it's GLSEN, which pushes gender identity and the alphabet group curriculum to schools in the U.S. 20 years. Thank God I wasn't in school when this shit was going on. Olson, or Gleason, provides resources for educators towards grooming kids. Essentially, Disney's been grooming kids for 20 years. Inclusive, which means they're grooming kids, classroom resources that promote grooming environments by developing lessons that groom the kids, including grooming them and having sex with them. So they're a bunch of kitty fucker teachers. Yep, they're grooming your kids. Development lessons that avoid bias include positive representation of lesbians, gays, bisexuals, transgender, and queer. Queer is the same thing as gay, you fucking retard. People's history and what history? That they're fucking garbage? That they fuck children? The idea is that the lessons should start in elementary school where these kids don't understand that. Nope, they should keep this shit as do not put your kids in school. Students of all ages must be given... Nope. They can... Most of these kids will never understand this stuff because they're too young. See, and then they go to Disney and they want to rape your kids. Run by a bunch of fucking people who want to fuck children. Students of all ages must be given an opportunity to learn that the words gay, lesbian, transgender are adjectives that should be used with respect. Nope, they're a bunch of faggots who want to fuck your kids in their community, and not words used in a negative. Oh, you mean like, raping kids? Which is essentially what these fuckers want to do. They want to rape your kids. Further on, the alphabet group-based curriculum should be implemented into most current areas and should facilitate students' own discovery of their... Nope, they want to groom your kids so that they can rape them. That's essentially... This is why Ron DeSantis stopped this shit in Florida and why Disney's so upset, because they're being caught. Care should be taken to fill gaps while looking for opportunities to deepen student understanding of their world and individuals. Yeah, these people are nothing but groomers. They're kitty fuckers. Yeah, this group loves raping kids. I guarantee if you investigate them, you find out they have child pornography and other stuff. The alpha people, in history is fucking children. They're the same ones who, the faggots they led in the Boy Scouts. They're the same faggots in the Catholic Church who rape children. That's all this is. A bunch of fucking kitty fuckers. That's all they are. And events can be easily that's why they love Oscar Wilde. He was a kitty fucker. And they promote him because he was a huge fucking, he fucked a lot of, he was a kitty fucker into most content areas. Teaching about identity at any age is, it's about grooming and fucking children, is valuable for students and can be considered part of, nope. Social emotional, nope. Curriculum, give me a second. Curriculum should provide students with opportunities to reflect on their own. Nope, you're trying to push these kids to be something they're not. That's what you're doing. You're grooming them so that you can basically molest them. Including gender identity, nope. Expression, this is why you keep your kids out of the public school system and homeschool. Family diversity and including the kitty fuckers, headed families, and the types of relationships they may want to build. Yeah, where they're raping kids. Nothing says, fucked up families than two faggots raping kids. Yeah. I tell you from personal experience of talking to people. I've known somebody who killed themselves because they were raised by two faggots. Yeah, didn't have a mother. Is it Gleason? Gleason provides lessons that teachers can use to indoctrinate students into these views. Indoctrinate. Yeah. Groom. This is another word for grooming. Many of these lessons center on teachers drawing out students to talk about their own. They don't have identity, and they don't. And especially when they're preteen, they don't know shit. Even when they hit puberty, they don't know shit about sex or any of that stuff. Yeah, these are the same teachers who get caught raping kids. Yeah, like Mary Kay Letourneau. And look how the media treated her like some fucking hero when she got out of prison. Because the media is full of kitty fuckers. Talk about in early elementary, students will be taught about non-traditional. Nope. There should be nothing but a father and a mother. No. Nope. This is not a real thing. There are no such things as, this is what feminism, this is the problem with feminism. Shut up. There are no non-traditional, because all they are is kitty fuckers. And they do. They rape kids. Lesbians do it. Fucking faggots do it. Upper elementary brings a lesson called Identity Flowers, which encourages students to explore their own. They don't have, when they're really young, they don't know any of this stuff. And personal experience. They don't have personal experience unless you're fucking these kids with race, culture, ability, family structure, religion. You don't know shit about religion. You're all a bunch of devil worshippers. Spirituality and gender identity. Essentially, they want to rape your kids. This is grooming kids. An expression encourages students to explore their own identities and personal experiences with race, culture. Essentially, they want to groom your kids, and then they're going to rape them and go, be treated like a hero like Mary Kay Letourneau did. Middle school lessons are about giving students an opportunity to experience what it's like to be labeled in a negative way. Oh, like a kitty fucker? Encourages empathy for those who, rape kids and everything. See, they want you to normalize NAMBLA. Men who, these adults who fuck kids at school. They want you to normalize that. High school lessons teach how students can basically let their teachers rape them, is what they're saying. They're grooming the kids to be molested. Self-identification and the lessons teachers show teaches students how to undertake getting molested by their teacher. These are groomers who will rape your kids. Process self-identification and to then be able to rape their kids and get away with it. Why do you think they treat women, especially women, not men, but when women molest kids, it's okay. They're just, it's no big thing. They will throw a man under the bus if he's caught fucking a child, but a woman teacher, she's fucking treated like some hero. Now, let's not forget that this destroys the boy's life and makes him want to kill himself and all that stuff, and a lot of them turn into, the very thing women complain about, rapists. That's who these guys become when they get molested by a teacher. A lot of them will become the same predator, but only, think that it's okay to do it to women. And, yeah. In the discipline of science, children are meant to learn that sex isn't all about gender. This is pedophilia shit. This is grooming kids. These people are groomers about animal diversity and gender and family structure. Yeah, this is just grooming kids. By middle school, children learning science and sexual... Nope. It's parents that are supposed to teach kids, sex education should be given the... Nope. Ugh. This is just gross. So they can learn to distinguish between gender identity, gender expression, and bodies. Ugh. They just want to rape your kids. Educators who are sex offenders teach about biology and human bodies in ways that do not... See, this is grooming your kids to be molested. This shit was never a real thing when I was in school. Gender binaries, it's all made up shit, by sex offenders. And includes intersex people. You mean hermaphrodites, people born with both gender? They're not called intersex. They're called hermaphrodites. In this lesson, students will learn that chromosomes have nothing to do with a person. Yes, actually they do, you fucking retards. It tells when they run your DNA whether you're born a male or female. Or in the very rare exception, a hermaphrodite. Yes, chromosomes have everything to do with DNA. Have everything to do with gender, you fucking pedophiles. And this is just sick as shit. High school lessons will focus on the problem with Western culture, which traditionally views reproduction between... This is what fucking pedophiles say. Cisgender is not even a fucking thing. This is why, honestly, if you don't have single women should not be allowed to have kids. No, they ruin fucking men. And a woman, and how many stories are different from the... Ugh. This is just fucking disgusting. Has curriculum plans. Get your kids out of public schools. And guides them for every subject and every grade level with pronoun lessons, plans for students that write articles about these these kitty fuckers, groomers, historical lessons. Like, that Oscar Wilde was a great writer and he was a total kitty fucker. Word problems using these groomers, these pedophiles, themes in math, and using basic activities as an opportunity to explore a range of gender expression. Nope. Thank God I didn't have this problem when I went to school. And each and every area has ways that teachers can incorporate lessons on gender identity and basically rape your kids. They're grooming your kids. This isn't, this is disgusting. And lessons from 1st through 12th, and Disney have been funding this for 20 years. Fuck you, Disney. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you, you piece of kitty... This is why I don't support Disney and never really have. Fuck you, Bob Iger. Disney has given funds to organizations around the world that support the Alphabet Group communities in celebration of pride of being pedophiles. Disney writes for our 2022 Pride collection, we want to rape your kids. We are further deepening our support of being fucking pedophiles. They list 10 groups that love to rape children, including one that are Spanish language, Japanese, French, Italian, German, and some based in the UK and Australia, as well as in South America, showing that their commitment to indoctrinating youth into gender identity and adult sexual lifestyles that goes against God is a global initiative. The new funds provided by Disney will be used to deepen the impact of student leadership programs and racial equality capacity building across the Network, whatever fuck you pronounce this, including such program as National Student Council and Freedom Followers. Disney has recently come under fire after executives and CEO Bob Chapek opposed Florida's new parental rights in education bill that is intended to prevent teachers from teaching just these kinds of lessons to children in school. 68% of Americans say they were less likely to do business with Disney after their stance was made clear. Good. Let them go out of business. This is absolutely fucking disgusting. Yeah, they want to. This is all about raping your kids. And like I said, Mary Kay Letourneau is a perfect example of someone who was busted multiple times. The judge kept letting her out instead of keeping her locked up. Got pregnant. When she gets out of prison, the media, and I remember because Diane Sawyer did an interview and they treated Mary Kay Letourneau like some hero who had raped a child. The mother of that kid should have been locked up too because she thought it was okay to rape for her son to be molested by an adult woman. See, this is why you have this problem with pedophilia and child molesting in schools. Disney, fuck you. This is why defund. Well, I'm glad DeSantis did what he did to, and why Disney, you can fuck off. You bunch of fucking pedophiles and kitty fuckers. Yeah. That's essentially what they're trying to do. They're wanting to rape your kids. And they've been paying this shit for 20 years. I wasn't even in high school. Because I graduated in 91. If you go... 2011, that's 10 years, to 2001. Nope, I was already out of high school when when they started this shit. Under Obama, this shit, yeah. This started under, of course, the Bush administration. Yeah, Bob Iger, CEO. Probably himself a kitty fucker. But yeah, I want to do this. This is Gilgamesh. Fuck Disney. And fuck these pedophiles. Have a great day.